Welcome to Night Vow, where the shadows whisper and some roads lead to places you should never go. Tonight, we tell the story of a man who took a shortcut and never returned. This is Haunted Shortcut on a Forgotten Highway. Jack Murdoch had been driving trucks for 20 years. He had seen every nightmare the road could offer: blizzards, black ice, midnight breakdowns, but tonight was different. The interstate was empty, silent under a pale, sickly moon. His eyelids were heavy, burning from hours of driving. He had 300 miles left before sunrise, and the ticking clock on his dashboard sounded like a countdown to doom. That's when he saw it, a thin gray line on the map, a road he had never noticed before. It cut through the woods, rejoining the highway 30 miles ahead. Save 30 miles, Jack muttered. He didn't hesitate. He turned onto the shortcut. The road was narrow, cracked like old bones beneath his tires. The trees leaned inward like blackened spires, their branches reaching like skeletal fingers. Fog slid across the asphalt in slow waves, swallowing his headlights. For the first 10 miles, there was nothing, just the hum of the engine and the occasional whisper of branches scratching the cab. Then the CB radio hissed. A voice seeped through the static. Jack froze, his fingers gripping the wheel. Breaker 19, who's calling? He said, his voice tight. Static answered him, then a sound that turned his blood-cold laughter dry. Hollow. Jack shook his head. Interference, maybe fatigue. He pressed on, but when he glanced at the mirror, there was someone standing in the middle of the road behind him. A man, tall, motionless, his face ghost pale under the moonlight. Jack slammed the brakes. Tires screamed against the cracked asphalt. The truck shuddered to a stop. His heart pounded like a war drum as his eyes scanned the road behind him. Empty, nothing there. Jack shoved the gear forward and hit the gas. The fog swallowed the world outside, thick as smoke. Then the CB hissed again. You shouldn't have come here, Jack. The voice was sharper this time, laced with hunger. Jack's stomach knotted. How did they know his name? Who is this? He barked. What the hell do you want? No answer, just a whisper crawling through the static like a centipede under skin. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Jack yanked the cord out and threw the mic aside. The static died. The whisper didn't. It was inside the cab now. Behind his ear, Jack spun, his breath frosting the air. Nothing there, just the dark curtain of the sleeper cab. When he turned back to the windshield, a figure stood on the side of the road. A hitchhiker, thin, gray-skinned, thumb out, lips peeled back into an inhuman grin. Jack's foot slammed the pedal. The truck thundered forward, and as he passed, the man's head turned, slowly, following the cab. His smile widened, splitting his face too. For that Jack didn't look in the mirror again. A sign appeared in the mist, rusted, bent, were as edged like scars. Welcome to Black Hollow. Jack frowned. Never heard sign followed. Population 0.minutes passed. The road split. Jack chose left, his knuckles blanched on the wheel. The fog pressed tighter, a living thing. 10 minutes later, he saw it, the same sign. Welcome to Black Hollow. Jack's stomach turned to ice. His eyes flicked to the odometer. 37 miles. And yet, he was back where he started. The steering wheel trembled under his grip. He pulled over and stumbled out. The air outside was freezing, colder than it had any right to be. The forest was silent, dead. No wind, no crickets, nothing. Then came the sound. A crunch, leaves underfoot. From the trees, a shape stepped out, tall to tall, its arms dangled low, ending in claws, its head tilted like a predator sizing up prey. Jack scrambled back into the cab, slamming the locks. His breath tore ragged from his lungs as he hit the gas. The truck groaned forward, fog curling round the tires like smoke from hell. Then headlights, far behind, growing closer. Relief punched through his fear. Another trucker. Jack flicked his hazards and slowed. The lights roared past, except it wasn't a truck. Not anymore. Just a rusted frame screaming down the road, sparks bleeding like fire. And in the cab, a shadow grinned back at him. Jack's hands shook. His vision blurred as the world twisted. The trees bent into grotesque shapes, their bark splitting into screaming faces. The fog turned red. Branches dangled like nooses from the sky. The CB crackled again. Though the Mick lay dead on the floor, a whisper slid through the speakers, curling around Jack's spine. Closer. Then the engine died. Silence slammed into the cab. The keys hung useless in the ignition, and from the corner of his eye, Jack saw it. A pale hand curling round the edge of the sleeper curtain. Slowly, the curtain peeled back. The hitchhiker sat in the shadows, its grin stretching ear to ear, teeth black as oil. Its eyes were bottomless pits where light went to die. You've been on this road a long time, Jack, it said. Too long. Jack choked on his breath. What do you want? The creature tilted its head until its neck cracked like splinter. What? Want? I'm just here to take you the rest of the way. The cab filled with cold. Breath fogged the glass. Hands pressed against the windows, faces behind them. Mouths gaping in silent screams. Jack clawed at the door handle, gone. Smooth metal. No way out. You never left, Jack, the thing whispered, voice scraping bone. You died on this road 15 years ago. Jack shook his head, tears burning his eyes. No and no, I didn't. Look in the mirror. Jack turned. The rear view didn't show the cab. It showed a rusted husk of a truck and a corpse slumped over the wheel. Its face was his, skin peeling, jaw unhinged, hollow socket staring into eternity. Jack screamed. The sound came out flat, dead, like a whisper in a grave. The hitchhiker leaned close, breath like an open coffin. You're home now. The fog outside split open into black void. A sign glowed red through the darkness. Welcome home. Jack stopped the truck, rolled forward on its own, vanishing into nothing. Voices rose like a storm, hundreds of whispers chanting in unison. You can never leave. Then, silence. They say some roads aren't meant to be traveled. Some shortcuts lead to places you were never meant to find. Jack Murdoch thought he could save 30 miles. Instead, he lost eternity. This has been Night Vow. Sleep well, if you can.